Hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new video on my channel. How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. If you are new to my channel, my name's Libby and I upload 2 videos a week at the moment. On a Monday I upload a lifestyle, fashion or beauty video, and on a Friday I upload a Disney inspired video. And as it is a Friday today, I thought for this week that we would film another Disney water park video, as my first one that I uploaded a few weeks ago did so well on this channel since it's been up. So I thought I would give you guys a bit more about the water parks and what they have to offer, as there just isn't a lot of information about them out there in general, which I really don't know why, because these water parks are honestly just as good as regular parks at Disney as well, and they should be considered as a normal park as well and as a proper full day out in Disney, because they do have so much to offer and they're always growing as well, and they have the same high standards as every Disney park and they are really well kept and looked after as well. So I really enjoy going to Disney water parks, but I feel like a lot of people who go on Disney trips don't necessarily take advantage of the water parks when you really should, because it's a nice way to go and do as much or as little as you want, but still have a bit of Disney magic during your day. So without further ado, I'm going to solely focus on Disney's Typhoon Lagoon in today's video, and next week I will do a separate video on Disney's Blizzard Beach. And in this video basically I'm going to run you through all the attractions that Typhoon Lagoon have to offer and what they're like and what to expect when going on them. So as I've already said, Typhoon Lagoon is a water park, so make sure you pack your swimming costumes and your swimming trunks, because you are bound to get extremely wet and spend a lot of time in the water. Also make sure you've got sun cream, because it does get very hot there and you do burn, and some kind of protection for your feet, whether that's flip-flops that you don't mind getting wet or the little water shoes that they sell as well. Just make sure you have something, because also the sand and the concrete get really warm as well. I've already mentioned all my tips and tricks and what the differences between the parks are in my previous video, so I'll leave that linked in the description if you're interested in knowing more about that. But in this video I'm going to get on to just talking about the attractions and what they're all like. So the first attraction in Disney's Typhoon Lagoon is the Typhoon Lagoon surf pool, which is probably what you know Typhoon Lagoon for and is the biggest attraction in their park. This is in the centre of the water park and it is their wave pool, which is also where the majority of the seating areas are as well. So it's kind of like a base for the park. And this is a really fun attraction to go on. I spend a lot of time going on it just because you can dip in and out and do as much or as little as you want. I think they run on about half-an-hour schedules if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. For the first half an hour it's just a regular pool which you can play in and do whatever you want and go swimming and enjoy yourself, and then for the last half an hour it turns into a wave pool where these massive tidal waves come up and you have to try and swim with them, which is really fun. Obviously the closer you go the easier it is, because you don't get the end half of the wave, but it is a lot deeper out there. So just make sure you're doing whatever's comfortable for you on that attraction, because the wave is really powerful when it is doing the tidal wave half an hour of the session. And if you're not comfortable with the waves, then maybe just sit that out, or there are benches at the very back of the pool as well which you can sit on and enjoy yourself and get splashed as well, but aren't taken out by the momentum of the wave. One quick tip I just want to mention for this attraction as well: don't sit on the ground at the back when the tidal waves are happening, because the floor is really spiky there to have grip for when you're standing on it. So if the tidal wave takes you back and knocks you over, you will scratch yourself and scratch all down your back and it will be really uncomfortable. So that's just a little tip. I've definitely done it before. Don't do it. Either completely go in as far as you can when the tidal waves are on, or just stay back at the seat or don't go in at all, because even though it is a really fun attraction, it can be quite dangerous and can ruin your day if you go at it in the wrong way. The second attraction in Typhoon Lagoon, which is much safer and much more relaxing, is Castaway Creek, which is a lazy river which is located around the whole of the water park. Basically, if you don't know what a lazy river is, it's a little lake that goes around the whole of the park and it has loads of rubber rings in and you're able to just sit and relax on it, and it's got a really slow current, so it slowly drifts you around the park, but there's no rush to get around and you can spend as much time on it as you want or as little time on it as you want. I really like to go on the lazy river when I'm trying to get to other destinations around the park, as they have almost like stop-off points where you can get off and then you can get back on again and ride back around to where your base is. The third attraction I'm going to talk about is called Kiddy Creek, which is actually the children's play area in Typhoon Lagoon. As I mentioned earlier, both these water parks can be enjoyed by anyone, so it's really good that they do have a kids area here specifically designed for younger children, because a lot of these attractions in Typhoon Lagoon do have a height restriction and are quite scary, to be honest. So the kids area is a really lovely place to go. This area does have a few mini attractions for your children to enjoy, including slides and raft rides, which have a ton of lifeguards on duty, so they're really safe to play in as well, and the waters are not too deep either or fierce, so it's really enjoyable, especially if you've got really young children as well. The next 3 attractions I'm going to talk about all together, as they are very similar to one another and they are all next to each other as well. And this is Mayday Falls, Keelhaul Falls and Gangplank Falls, and these 3, like I said, are all located next to each other and they are all rubber ring rides. Basically you can just choose what one you want to go on depending on what kind of experience you want. As it says in the map for Typhoon Lagoons, Mayday Falls is a river rapids ride, which is actually the longest single rider tube slide in the park. Keelhaul Falls is considered more of a scenic and swift ride, and Gangplank Falls is a rushing rapids ride, which is for multiple people at a time, so you can fit more than one person in your rubber ring at a time, so it's more of a family ride. These are all great rides, and as they are all next to each other, I normally just ride them all at once in a row, so I recommend doing it similar to that when you're going to ride them, as I think you even take the same stairs up and then just choose at the final minute what one you want to go on. So it's really up to you and you can do it as many times as you want. All the attractions in Typhoon Lagoon don't have a particularly long wait at all, so you should be able to ride them all if you wanted to. The next attraction which I'm going to talk about is on the opposite side of Typhoon Tilly, which is the mountain where the boat is on top. So if you want to go to them 3 water slides that I just talked about, you've got to go to the left hand side of Typhoon Tilly, and the rides I'm going to talk about now are on the right hand side of Typhoon Tilly. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Manga Caliban Go, which is one of my favourite rides. I love this ride so much, but make sure you're wearing a decent swimming costume for this, because there has been times where it does actually undo your swimming costume if you've not got a very good support on. So just make sure you're tied up tightly or you've got something suitable on to ride this ride, because it is quite intense. This ride is a 5-story body slide drop, so you drop down 5 stories in a sense. It's one of them water rides that they make you cross your arms like this and cross your legs, and you've literally got to stay completely still. It does give you a bit of a wedgie, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it still is a really fun ride and it's over literally in seconds. The next ride, which is quite similar to that but just not as intense, is the Storm Slides, and this is a choice of 3 slides, and again there's no rubber ring or anything for this. You have to lay down with your arms crossed again, but it's just not as intense and the slide isn't as steep, so you can kind of control how fast or how slow you want to go when you're going down it, and it's a really enjoyable and fun ride. The next ride I quickly want to mention, which I actually forgot about, is the Bay Slides, which are located in the main pool to the left hand side. So this is in the tidal wave pool, which I spoke about at the very beginning, and these are 2 little slides which are suitable for children again. Even though they're in the wave pool, they never get the hit of the wave because they are off to the left hand side, and these are just really cute little slides to go on if your children want to try out the water slides, but obviously they don't last very long and it's over very quickly in case they don't like it, or just to be safe as well. The second to last attraction I'm going to talk about is Misadventure Falls, which is actually the newest attraction in Typhoon Lagoon, and it's only been open for about 2 or 3 years I think, and this is a really fun family raft ride. I think from what I remember you can fit about 4 or 5 people in your raft, and it's actually a storytelling ride, so you do follow a story in this ride. There is actually some sort of narrative. It's not just like a water slide where you're just kind of enjoying the experience. There is a lot that it has to offer as well, and it's a really lovely ride to go on with a family. It's not too high intensity, it's quite calm and soothing. It's just really enjoyable and really fun, especially if you are going on your trip to Typhoon Lagoon in a group. And the last attraction that is in this park is the Crush and Gusher water slides, and there are 3 different water slides in this section of the park. It's literally got its own little part of the park, and again there's seating areas here, so if you do want to center yourself around here you can. Like I said, it offers 3 separate slides here, and you can choose what one you want to go on, or you can go on all 3 of them. It's really up to you. You can do as much or as little as you want, and again these are passenger rides, so you are able to fit 2 people in a rubber ring at once, so it's really lovely if you are going in a couple or in a group again and you want some more attractions that you can experience together. Here are 3 separate attractions which you can go on, and they're really fun. Just to pre-warn you, the Magic Maker photographers do tend to spend a lot of time at the end of these rides, so when you're coming out at the very end trying to not fall off your rubber ring, they normally take some photos of you and they're normally not the most flattering, so just make sure you're smiling when you're coming out the end of the ride because they do tend to get you there. That's all I've got to say for this video. I hope it was kind of interesting. Like I said, I just wanted to make a bit more of a video on water parks, as there really isn't a lot of information online for you guys if you are going for the first time. Hopefully this gave you a bit more of an in-depth see into what the water park's like and what to expect when going. Obviously when you go to Typhoon Lagoon you don't have to go on the attractions. I really love Typhoon Lagoon because I can just feel like I can sit and relax there. It's a very similar experience to being on an island in the middle of nowhere. The attractions aren't too in your face. They're all quite spread out. You can just stay by the wave pool and in the center part where you wouldn't even know there are attractions on offer anyway. So if you are looking to just have a relaxing day, then you don't have to go on the attractions, but it's just nice to know that they are there if you want a bit of thrill in your day as well, or have family members that want to enjoy themselves as well. You can split up a bit and do whatever you want. I really hope this video was useful. Please let me know if it was by giving this video a like and a comment. I would love to talk to you all, and I would love to know what you guys want to see me making in the future. Like I said, I love making these Disney videos and giving you information about what I know and what I've learned when going there. But please just let me know if you want to see anything in particular from me. Also, if you are interested in learning more about the Disney water parks in Florida, then I will actually be uploading a blog post very soon relating to my original video on Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach that I uploaded a couple weeks ago. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. It will be coming very soon. I'll link the blog in the description if you want to check it out. There's also a lot of beginners guides for each Disney park as well, and it's just got loads of information on there if you're planning your first trip to Disney or just want some more ideas in general as well. There's tons and tons of information on there, so I'll leave that in the description for you guys. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more from me in the future, then please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I upload 2 videos a week at the minute, and every Friday it's a Disney/Florida inspired video. So if you're interested in that or just want to see more from me in general, then please subscribe, and I will see you guys again on Monday. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!